Hello everyone, my name is Veer and today I am going to give you a brief introduction about Azure DevOps services. Okay, so before going into what is Azure DevOps and what are the different services available in Azure DevOps, first let's see what does DevOps means first. Okay, so according to Donovan Brown, DevOps is the union of people, process, and products to enable continuous delivery of value to our end users or end customers. Okay. So let's break this definition into three parts: people, process, and products. Okay. So people can be a group of members who are actually developing your software, could be stakeholders, could be the person who is giving you a requirement. Okay, so these are nothing but your people. Okay, processes compromises of your software development process that you follow, software release process that you follow, or a deployment process that you follow, or even up to a certain extent what are the different software methodologies you follow or monitoring processes you follow. Okay, so that compromises your processes part. Okay, and the last part is your products. So okay, products is nothing but the tools that enables you to continuous delivery. So meaning just to give you a brief example, so you may have a Jira to track your requirements, all requirements. You may have a Git as your source code repository where all your source code is present. You are using a Jenkins as your continuous integration and continuous delivery system or continuous delivery tool. And lastly, you can have a Kibana or Elasticsearch as your monitoring tool. Okay, so these are the different products that will help you to achieve the continuous delivery. Okay, so after this particular definition of DevOps, let's see what Azure DevOps is and what are the different benefits that it provides to you. Okay, so first of all, Azure DevOps is a software as a service platform from Microsoft that provides end-to-end DevOps toolchain for developing and deploying software. Okay, so just to clear that, end-to-end means all the tools required or toolchain required for developing and deploying your software are present in Azure DevOps. So you don't need to go to anywhere else for your end-to-end activity of software development. So everything is present in the Azure DevOps. Okay, the second thing is Azure DevOps provides a tools which can help you to track software building progress and help you to take decision to deliver great software to end user. Okay, so basically Azure DevOps has some built-in dashboards or a built-in dashboard that will help you to track your progress. Okay, so you don't need to have a different tracking software or a tracking portal where you can track your task and everything. So that is inbuilt in your Azure DevOps services. Okay, next thing is Azure DevOps allows the users to develop, deploy and monitor code without opening multiple interfaces. You can manage all these from one view and bring ease to the customer. Okay, so in the previous slide I mentioned you different tools that may be used in a particular software development project. Maybe you are using a Jira, so it is a different interface. You are using a code repository as Git, it is a separate interface altogether. Okay, you are using a Jenkins for deployment, it is again a separate interface. And for monitoring you are using a Kibana. Okay, so all these are different parts and they are having a different interface. Okay, so with Azure DevOps you can find all these into a single place or a single hub where you can achieve all these activities. And lastly, and the most important, open source project receive free CI/CD with Azure pipelines. Okay, so that means if you are having an open source project and that is public, continuous integration and continuous delivery with Azure pipelines is free of cost. Okay, so these are basic things or a basic important functionalities that Azure DevOps services gives you. Okay, now let's see what are the different Azure DevOps tools or Azure services are available. Okay, so first and foremost, the first thing is Azure Boards. or Azure dashboards that will help you to track your team's activities. Basically, it has different kinds of boards like Agile, Kanban, CMMI, or a basic board, which has all the capabilities of Agile or Scrum framework, where a team can have all its tasks listed down, different user stories added, a backlog, and track all the sprint activities with some custom reporting. So that is your Azure dashboard. That is the first thing. Second thing is Azure Repos, or it allows you to create different Git repositories. You can create unlimited number of your Git repositories hosted on Azure services. It helps to achieve you continuous integration with the help of pull request also. That means you can create a pull request, combine your work branch into a master branch. So that is another advantage of Azure DevOps services. So second thing you are having is Azure services, Azure Repo services. Okay. Next thing is you are having a continuous integration and continuous delivery as one of the service. So good part of this is that it works with any programming language, any platform, and it works on cloud. Okay, you can connect your existing GitHub or any Git repository and deploy continuously. So that means, say suppose you're already having your code base on GitHub or say Bitbucket. No worry, you can use the Azure DevOps CI/CD services with your existing code repositories as well. You don't need to migrate your code from your existing code repositories to Azure. Okay, no need to do that. So that is another advantage of Azure DevOps services. Next thing is you can plan your test activities with Azure test services. Okay, so here you can do your exploratory testing, load testing, as well as automation testing. Okay, so that is another advantages of Azure DevOps. And the last part of Azure DevOps compromises of your artifacts. Okay, so you can get all your project artifacts from your public or private sources. So that means you are having some dependencies that are required for your project build. So you are using it from open public repositories, and so there are some artifacts that you are using from your private sources. So you can manage all these with the Azure artifact services. Okay, so that's it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching this video. In the next video we are going to see how we can create a Azure DevOps service account. Okay, thanks a lot. Stay tuned for the next video.